Oh. Hello. I forgot to connect the camera. Hi guys. I don't want this on my head. The plague hath brought darkness around the realm. I'm so full of life. I truly, truly am. Yeah. I, too, got the Americanditis. Thanks. I have a feeling that the voice might change depending on my energy level, but for now, this is what you get. I did eat. I had Subway. That was good. Hydrate. I am hydrating so much. I had a vitamin C packet, but I don't want to overdose myself on vitamin C either. Well, that was not me, Adam. Thank you for alerting me, though. There's not much I can do. Just trying to report them. Yeah, so hi, everybody. I woke up today feeling like I had bubbles in my lungs, which was a fun experience. I sat up, felt my chest go, and that's when I knew that I was fucked. I'm surprised I fought it off for this long, because normally anything throat or lung related I catch like that. But I fought it until now, and I've had a cough, but because I did abs at pole, the coughing is painful because I'm tensing. It's not a good time. Yeah, it's just like bubble lung. I probably have the startings of like walking pneumonia, because that's the thing that I catch like it's the fucking common cold. But it's fine. I'm okay. We're good. I know how to fight this off. I can do it. I know my medicines and my teas. I'm still going to the travel things. I don't... I mean, of course I have a choice, but realistically, I gotta go, you know? So we'll see. Hi, Brando. Hi, Kane. Let me see. Kayla, thank you for a 3-stream streak. Deer Hunters, thank you for a 5-stream streak. Captain, thank you for a 30-stream streak. Hell yeah. Ricky, thank you for a 5-stream streak. Hi. I'm really happy my poll video didn't get taken down on TikTok today. No. Okay. I have a tickle. Honestly, I'm kind of happy that... Yeah, you can hear King coughing too. I'm kind of happy that it's not congestion. I'll cough. I'll cough, that's fine. I despise being congested. He is going through so much. I tried. Hi, Jules. Hi, guys. No. So, the thing is with pole is, yes. Oh, thank you, Kronos. Flag buddy, yeah. So the thing with pole is that, yes, you're using your muscles to hold on, but it's a lot of your skin that's also just, like, sticking. Yeah, it's the bubonic plague. Oh, thank you, Kronos, for subscribing with Prime. It's very sweet of you. Appreciate you. I like when you guys subscribe with Prime, because I know you only get one, and then you choose me, and it makes me feel great. Yeah. I got my poll though yesterday. Was it yesterday? The days are blending. Yesterday, Yota bought baby's first pole. So I'm gonna get my pole for home so I can start practicing. So it's not just once a week, and then when I get home, I can practice, and it's gonna go right here, kind of where the teddy is, like in the middle of the room. So when I spin, not kicking anything. I do need a mirror though. Do I create a portal? I'll just close it. To be honest, even though it's sad, as long as it's not trauma dumping, sure. If you're telling us you're gonna go jump off a bridge, don't do that. Seek help. If you're just like, hey, I'm sad, that's fine. I hope you have a good time here. Please remember, I'm a streamer, and I'm not a medical professional. I would love, you know what? No, jeepers, okay. I was working with ostriches. I would not ride one. They are very unpredictable. I'm good. Yeah, I'm probably gonna try that. The thing is that it's not necessarily my throat that hurts. Like, I'm talking lower because, like, just energy-wise, this is kind of like what I can give you. But my throat itself doesn't hurt. It's my lungs. You know, I've worked with ostriches and I've never once seen them do that.
I hope the flu goes away soon. Much love, Queen Mother.
Thank you, Mike. It is them, though, but I've never actually seen them do that. Ugh. Such high energy today, guys. Woo. Woo. It does help with all systems of the body. You are correct. Now you've yawned. Yawn, 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 yawn. Temperature regulation? Let me go look it up. Why do ostriches stick their head in the sand? No, fuck your AI overview. Oh, they don't do that. Apparently. First time here, welcome in. Whoa, white. Welcome in, Doom Guy. I normally have much more energy than this, but unfortunately you've caught me at a sicky time. Ostriches do not stick their head in the sand. This myth originated in ancient Rome and is so pervasive that it's used as a common metaphor for someone avoiding their problems. The belief began after observing ostriches nesting and being stalked by predators, so they do dig in the sand for their eggs, but they don't stick their head in it. They're just digging. There we go. Pay to hang out a month on. You know, there are some people who saw COVID as like an apocalyptic wasteland and like couldn't move, and a lot of people had really bad experiences. My experience, I was an essential worker, so it didn't change much. I just had much less traffic to deal with. Prices were normal for things because nobody was leaving the fucking house. Animals were coming back. I think globally, aside from, you know, the people, like animal-wise, they were coming back into all the streets. They were like, ooh, people are gone? Phantom, thank you for following. Good. We're good. Beans, I'm reading. Good, small alpha accepted. We can laugh without judgment. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Beans. Ugh, stop it. Thank you, Beans. It was a very sweet message. Ooh, you got the upper part of your braces? I've heard that that's bad. Is that a tattoo on the right side of my cheek? Here? Yeah. That's a tattoo. It's doing chores. Wow. People seem to be kind over here. They fucking better be or they don't last long. I was stuck watching my YouTube shorts, watching them in spirit ones. Which one? Trying to heal nature without dinosaurs? That's what I'm saying. They got taken over by sheep? Oh my god. That's cool, Tat. Yeah, so this is the rune Gebo, and it's my birth rune. It is also, for some reason, the drawing that I've drawn on myself since I was a kid, and then I was like, well, I want to stop drawing it, so, like, I'm gonna look up what my birth rune is, and I'll just get that. It ended up being the X. So the whole time, I was drawing the birth rune, and I had no idea. I worked in a casino at the time, so I stayed home. While they figured out how to open and regulate everything. Wow, casino's crazy. If I ever saw you in person, I'd probably be too shy to talk. I understand that. That's why I'll always offer, like, oh, do you want to take a picture? Because I know that there are some people that don't want to, so, like, people are hesitant to do it. But I'm like, do you want a picture? And you can say no. Like, that's fine. Well, I was actually talking about that with, who was it? Was it Jonathan? Where, like, there's been a time before where I was at, a Comic-Con, and this dude came up and was like, oh, I'm a big fan, and I was like, oh, thank you so much, and I was like, do you want a picture? And he's like, yeah. But then he just, like, backed up, and I was like, do you want a picture with me? And he went, no. And he just took a picture of me, and then walked away. And I did not know how to feel about that. They just, I had no idea. I was like, okay. And then we just kept walking because I didn't want to think of the implications behind that. Bye, Paranormal Talks. Oh, things Paranormal Talk. Okay, I got it. Thank you. Hello. Okay, I'm reading. Damn it, I should know how to really express myself and I wanted you that much. Thank you, Beans. That's very sweet. Yeah, be kind or be gone. Usually you have one message, and if I don't like it, you're out. Hope you feel better, Lean. Hannah, both rune is yours. I just kind of looked it up, and I was reading in books about, like, which runes are associated with kind of which months, and this one was associated with October. So I was like, woo! Yeah, we'll actually get pics together instead of me just stealing your phone and taking, like, 20 of myself. But I wouldn't want to ask. That's why I do. Especially knowing that I have a neurodivergent community, I know that the social awareness isn't always there. So I have, like, specific rules for myself that I do to either make an interaction move faster, or if I can tell that there's kind of something that they want, like, okay, I was at the gathering and somebody was holding something with a pen and they just kept talking to me. And I looked down and I was like, did you want me to sign that? And they were like, yeah, I just didn't know at what point in the conversation to ask you. And I was like, that's okay. What one's December? No idea. Most likely, yeah. We got the same rune if you're October. Bye, Aver. Yeah, 'cause I'm down with the sickness. Okay. That's kind of what I did with Trouty, crazy bad. As I saw Trouty, I ran over to him because I wasn't supposed to, but I ran over to him and I grabbed I snatched his phone and I just ran away. And I just took like a bunch of pictures on his phone and then I gave it back to him. What's the boundary about gifts? Obviously no food, if we just want to give you something. You can just give me stuff, that's fine. If you can put it in like a bag, so I'm not just like holding it in my hands, that'd be cool. I want to get set food, I don't select any drinks. But yeah, no, most of the time I'm cool with it. Nothing AI. If you like give me a digital print and I can see I have like 6 fingers for some reason, I'm gonna be like, I don't want this. Or I'll take it and I'll just throw it out if I notice there's AI and I'd be like, oh my god, thank you. So my throat isn't sore. I'm just talking low because this is the energy level that I can possess today. Yes, if you all guys also want to give me Ghost Girl, I can put her in my little pocket. When's the next ghost hunt? In 5 days. I have 2 back-to-back. I'm very worried about doing that back-to-back, and I don't feel good, so I'm hoping that that doesn't impact anything because I kind of want to be super healthy when I'm going to go do a ghost hunt. Or else I'm going to be all types of fucked up. Yeah, of course I would. I surprised. Yeah, so I wasn't driving. I was on the tailgate of a truck because that's where I belong. It was Taco's truck, I think, and he was driving, and they were like, who's getting the back? And I was like, me. So I put the tailgate down and I sat in it. And as we're driving away, I look into the woods and I see Trouty, Caveman, and Yota. And I'm like, what the fuck? Where were you guys? I've been here all day. As I'm driving away and I'm screaming at them like, what the fuck? And they can't do anything. They're not going to run after the truck. So I was just kind of screaming at them from the truck as we were going into the new location. Thank you, Skills. I'd be feeling something. It would be a good time to ask for a picture. Yeah, that's usually why, like, it's one of the first things I'll ask. So usually I'm like, oh my god, hi, oh, it's so nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you too. I love your content. Thank you so much. After that point, I'll be like, do you want a picture? Yes, cool. If I notice you're holding a Sharpie, I'm like, did you want to sign something, or was that for someone else? Like, I try to kind of guide it. And then, yeah. Oh, there was this, I don't know who it was. There was this dude at PAX, and he was just so excited to see me, and I find it's cute when it happens sometimes. Sometimes, depending on the person, if I get a weird vibe, I'm a little but this guy had a good vibe. But he like put his arm around me to like give me a hug, which is it's fine, it happens. But he was so excited, like practically vibrating with excitement, that he hugged me and like was like holding me super tight and just like it was cute. What if we're really just bad at drawing hands? We got to count fingies. Nuh-uh. For ransom, a single blue Jolly Rancher. Fuck. Yeah, I'll sign your OC. I also hope I'm feeling better by then. A paranormal hangover. That is a really funny way to describe it. I have in fact had those before. When you... Ow, I hurt my knee. When you take pictures, what are you comfortable with? Depending on the person and the vibe. Sometimes I'm okay with like, you know, this one where it's like, hi, hugs. Sometimes this one's more usually if I'm in a rush. I'll be like, all right, like I'll be like, rock hands, so that way we're not touching each other. Cause like sometimes when they hug, they like hold a little too tight, a little bit too long, and then I can't, like, I gotta skedaddle. So if like I'm in a bit of a time thing, I'm just like, oh cool, we'll do like, give me like a funny pose and like stuff like that. Don't pick me up. That's the one thing. Your pancreas is trying to delete me. That's not a fun time. Has anyone who you follow on YouTube or the stream is going to be at the con? Which one? Which con? Gathering? Your birth room is an... Which one is that again? Ah! Yes. Is that not the Fae one? Oh no, that's when they're up. They made the runes look too similar. Yeah, I was on the way to the King's Feast. If I was ever to meet you, I'm bringing a big dog bone for you to sign? Sure. Souls get hungover? No, we do. Has anyone ever picked you up? It happened once, and like I did the given it. I accidentally was just like, okay, maybe that was just the one time, and then they did it again. I had to be like, hey, don't do that. And then they stopped. Like, but I was just like, oh, maybe this was just the one time. It was a relatively like consistent member of my community, so it wasn't like an entire stranger like we had met before. You got really excited and you went like that, and I was like, ha. But most of the time when I'm telling you guys like, oh hey, let's not do that, please, you're like, oh okay, sorry. So that's good. And not have you sign any of the many items. Just bring a fabric marker, because Grumpy made me sign something once and then, oh hello, and then he washed it. Did I not send that? Oh fuck. Have people you don't know picked me up? No. It was only one person that has ever picked me up. But yeah. You're in the UK? I was in there for a month last time. Did I get my Boo Bear? I ordered it. It will not be here in time for the 2 hunts that we have planned. Oh, fuck, I need another one. Oh, yeah, I am doing another one there. I'll have the Boo Bear for the gathering, though. Followed you first on TikTok like months ago. Now we're here. Guess I like your content. Good. You should stay here if you like my content. Bye, Beans. For fans not fond of hugs is like linked pinkies. Okay. A hug like this? Like if I do that? Sure. I've done hand hugs before where it's like you do that and then you do this. Did somebody ask? Somebody had a question, which was like, who else is going? And then, oh yeah, what con? Oh, the gathering. Yes. Yeah. Rex going. Taco's going. Norse is fucking hosting it. Jackie Elena Chan is going. Shay Aiden is going. Autumn Ivy's going. Tank Tolman's going. Badge is going. Am I missing anyone? I feel like I'm missing someone. A bunch of us are going. Those are just like the like featured creators. There's a bunch of other ones that are just coming for the fun of the event. Has anyone big... Oh, has Jacksepticeye ever gone to the gathering? No, but I feel like he would like it. I feel like someone who's... I feel like the big ones can't go to like Ren fairs or things like that because they would get way too crowded. What kind of ingredients do you prefer? You comfortable with handshakes? I'm completely fine with handshakes. Hugs I'm a little touchy with. Like, it's really just like the vibe that I feel. Like, if I'm... Like, I've said no to hugs before because I just didn't like how the person felt. And, just not... Well, it is... choosing my words. Hold on. PR is trying to come out. I've said no to hugs before because I just didn't like the vibe. Most of the time, I'll be like, a nice handshake is fine. I, like, gave a hug to someone I met at PAX East because they were about to cry. And I was like, do you hug? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, it's okay. I wanted to send you a Christmas card 2 years ago. Well, you can. I have a P.O. box. My current favorite game? It stays Bramble the Mountain King. Like, every single time. Like, that game has left such an impact on me. Bramble the Mountain King. It's like a 3-hour game and I have 15 hours of gameplay on it. I play it a lot. The story, everything is really, really good. You scare me. Are you cool with fist bumps? I'm cool with fist bumps, Brando. Sometimes it's hard to explain why we like physical contact with some people but not others. Yeah. Yeah, Brando, who, like, I've hugged and just fully hung out with before, is like, I don't know, you scare me. Oh, I can unfavorite that and uninstall that one because we played it. This one we're in the middle of playing. Wow. Why is the stripper Bigfoot playing bongos behind me? Because he wants to. Let him live his life. It's the eyes and piercings that are intimidating. I don't think I'm intimidating, but then, like, people will send me pictures of how I look like, and I look like I want to kill someone walking around, so, like, I understand it a little bit, and I'm sorry. If I'm, like, not... I don't know if it's, like... just the stare that I have, but like I'll be walking around the con and then just like, and then someone comes up to me and I'm like, oh hey, so like, yeah, I'm not intimidated because you know me. My favorite flower is tiger lilies. Ooh, okay, that's one. Flowers. I won't accept flowers. One, I'll kill them, and two, there was this one time that I got a flower and the person was very insistent on me smelling it, and I was like, I feel like this could be chloroform. So I like went, I didn't actually breathe in, and I went, wow, that smells good. But I'm not a huge fan of flowers. I think I've only accepted one flower, and it was Psalm. Like, actually accepted. Because I trust Psalm. But everybody, anyone else that has gotten, like, it was such a weird thing. Of, like, they were so insistent for me to smell it. And I was like, no thank you. Did you ever get on your own from that one post-apocalypse game? Which one? Have you ever come to the Netherlands for a con? No, but I would love to. My favorite flower is tiger lilies, by the way. I think I ever saw you in the open and wouldn't come up to you because it looked intimidating. Why? What is it? What is it about me? Is England the closest you've been to Sweden? Yeah. Yeah, I forgot to email. Now you're sleepy, though. I can definitely see being intimidating when necessary. Origami lotuses? As long as you don't try to make me smell it, sure. Yeah, it was one of the two, but I was just like, can make you a dragon puppet. Sure. I get intimidated if I see people that are very important to me and make big impacts. Yeah, I'm just... she's just focusing on 5 million things at once. She's not always angry. Sometimes I'm just like... Hi! You know? I want to make you smell paper. Don't worry. Good night. Oh, fuck. I saw a little black thing on the thing and I'm like, what was that? I think you missed Vanjie. King is not feeling better. I'm also not feeling good. Yeah, super ADHD mode activated, that's all. 2 flowers now, one from that con and one from the gathering. I'll have more this year. I need more rose essential oil. Yes, yeah. Yeah, did the kitty. Yeah, unless I'm talking about Canadian Ice Dragon. You are the bane of my existence. But I hope you know that, like, you're the bane of my existence, but, like, this is just our bit. Bit. It's almost always busy. I saw Queen of Books, super excited. Yeah, that's okay, me too. Squeak talking shit. No, just people are saying that I'm intimidating to walk up to, and I don't see it unless I'm maybe like just hyper focused on something. But you also know me, so like you and Trouty are both like, she's not. Vanjie's not a huge licker. She bites, but like it's gentle bites, and that's why she gets excited. She really likes your toes. She likes toes. I'm not 4 foot tall, though. I forgot that you were so much taller than me. No, she's not a huge. She doesn't lick. I also realized that Vanjie is not a play cat. Like, I give her toys, she just doesn't give a shit. She's an enrichment cat. I give her a box that she can destroy. Super amazing. Stuff to climb. Loves it. I give her a fish that smells like catnip. Not interested. It's just our bit, but she'll punch me if she ever meets. No! I might, like, playfully smack your arm and just be like, you! What's up? I'm 5'4", yeah. I don't get it either, but some people say it. I don't know. I feel like I could literally look like a fairy and like have the biggest smile on my face, and there's still people that's like, I can't go up to her. You guys can come up to me. It's fine. It's fine. I don't bite. They're intimidated because you're pretty. I mean, I'll accept that. I can accept this. What does your garden fence taste like? Yeah, so I had a friend over, dude. He's, I think, 6'4", so he's a foot taller than me. My head is under his shoulders. I only bite him. Your head is under everyone's shoulders. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. You're a shoulder. Did you get to swing on his arms like handlebars? Doob? No. No. Doob is very strong. But I don't know if he would have the capabilities of such things. But I do it to King. Yeah, I fucking got you. Just remember, the taller you are, the shorter you're less, and make sure I have something that... Really? I have... She does not care. She does really like blues, though. She's a blues kitty. Probably wood and grass. Maybe it tastes like ass. And that's why he likes it so much. You're so cute. Oh. Cats can't taste, I thought. I'm pretty sure they can taste. My cat currently doesn't like the food that we gave her. It's duck and lamb. She's not a fan of the lamb personally. She likes better. She loves rabbit. Oh, she loves rabbit. Bye. Save shows are often better on average. Huh. I wonder if it has to do something with like bone density. Kind of like a Great Dane. You know, Great Danes don't live that long, but like Chihuahuas live for fucking ever. Like Oreo's 14. I might have 6 more years with him, you know? I do not like lamb. I understand her. It's very gamey. Yeah, she likes beef. She likes chicken, salmon, turkey, lamb, duck, just not duck and lamb. And neither does Oreo, really. I'm not going to get that flavoring. Again, it's been kind of hard getting them to eat. I got to pick up some new foods for them tomorrow. You only got 1 more meal with it, and then we're done. Has to work hard to move the blood. Oh, interesting. That's very interesting. Oh, they can't taste sweet things. Okay. I think I've had duck before. Are we gonna have to watch this thing? Am I allowed to do that? You're like the 5th person to bring it up. I've been kind of like trying to avoid it, but like, am I gonna have to put it on? Yeah, Great Danes, they're crazy. It's all right. That's okay. Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and welcome back to Five Nights at Freddy's. The anger keeps them alive. I am the king of Five Nights at Freddy's. What kind of music do I listen to? Believe it or not, country and like punk. Hi, Allie. Guys, Allie just got a passes. You should follow her. Yeah, he hated and they're his most popular. If you guys need help finding her, if you go to my page, she's the first one on the featured friends. Very good, Kyle. Yeah, it's the least effort he's ever done. Have I seen this? No, I have no idea what that is. Like the vibe here. I'll come back another time. As you should. Maybe when I have higher energy, you'll actually be able to see what the streams are kind of about. Right now, it's just, me. Tired, sick, and only a little bit funny. What are the plans for stream? I don't know. I definitely don't have the mental stamina for Observation Duty 7. I would like to continue the Seance of Blake Manor. I don't think I'll be able to do as many of the voices as I'd like, but we can continue that. There's other horror ones, but like those take a lot of energy on me too. But it would probably be continuing the Seance of Blake Manor. I've had that game that I wanted to play for hours. Oh well. Tout le fruit. Rach, thank you for 5 biddies. Let me shake it so. Watch find that way because it was interesting. I don't know what that is. I had a class like that at one point where if you put an effort on it, so I'd do if I give a seat. Yeah, that would happen with me a lot. I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna put so much effort into this. Y'all want to know something? Okay. At my school, at the end of the year, we had like the huge project. Like it was called your personal project. So it was something that you were doing. You had to write like a thesis on it. You had to write I think it was like at least 6 pages about like what it is, what you're doing, and like the step-by-step of how you did it. And mine was a fundraiser for multiple sclerosis because my dad has it. And through like fucking what's it called? Like baking stuff and then selling it at school, and like fundraisers. Through like doing a couple of different fundraisers, I managed to raise about like $2,000 alone. Bake sale, thank you. I was able to raise about $2,000 on my own, and I was so proud of that, and I wrote out how I did everything, and I got I think I was like a 67. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I worked really hard, why did I get this? And they're like, oh, well, it's just this year we were focusing more on the paper and less on the outcome to try to make it fair. And I was like, I fought them on that really hard, because I said, like, you can't compare a fundraiser like myself to someone who's like writing a book, you know? Like, these are two different things. Your method for doing this is awful. You need to change it. And I wasn't the only one who complained about it. The next year they had changed it. Obviously, my fucking grade didn't change, but I put so much effort into it only to get, like, the shittiest grade. And I was like, okay. I think my hatred for school finished. I was like, fuck school. And then, you know, I tried 2 semesters of college and dropped out, so... What? Why? What? Why? Ow! What? Why? Oh, yeah. Forgot to see that. Oh, yes. I saw. I ignored. Going ghost hunting with Sight, by the way, was actually very fun. Once both of the boys got fucking serious, getting them to take it seriously was a travesty. I was just trying to explain some stuff, and both of them were making faces at each other. They were not... I was sitting there like, oh my god, this is gonna take fucking forever to get them on this page. Yeah, of course. She's super relaxed. She doesn't even know I'm here right now, right? I can talk loudly. I can talk loudly at you. Oh, her ear moved. Do you think I'm talking to you? I'm not. I like lore heavy games. You looked like you were gonna cry if I kept fucking around. Naval. Okay, I did actually cry at one point. But it wasn't that. I was just like, okay, they're making me laugh too much. How do I get, like, serious about this? But I was not gonna cry because you guys were messing around. I cried because of the fucking thing. I rock a boop to snooze. She's sleeping so peacefully. Yeah, that one wasn't my fault. No, you're right. It wasn't your fault. No. That was the fucking thing upstairs that made me sob. First time that's happened. That was grand. Oh shit, wait. I said 1 sec 15 minutes ago. Who wasn't taking what seriously? You guys will see it whenever the video comes out. When is that video coming out, by the way? But we did a ghost hunt with Sipe and King, and they are both skeptics. So them being with me, who is very believing. We're supposed to get a draft tonight? Okay, sick. I was trying to, like, rein them in, but they were both being so silly goofy about it that I was like, guys, please. Swiftblades, thank you for following. It's gonna be very funny at the start. It gets very not funny towards the end. You can be a silly guy. I like it. The person who I'm ghost hunting with in about 5 days is, they're not a skeptic, but they enjoy looking at the science side of things, of, like, the paranormal. So having our dynamic is going to be very interesting. I'm excited for y'all to experience that. That's all of your ghost hunts. It starts out light and then goes, haha, psych. Yeah, a little bit. I think Haley's basement wasn't so bad. I wish I didn't record on my fucking phone because the audio was terrible. But that one wasn't so bad. It was just a dude who missed his dog and was just like, yeah, whatever. And I think maybe it was a little homophobic, but... yeah, it was really awesome, except for when I tried to kill us. Oh, yeah, the science side of paranormal is... there is a scientific side to most of the things that we can explain. Like, you know, energy. You can't deny that there's energy. It cannot be created nor destroyed, so where the fuck does it go, right? There's that side of things. They explained it to me in a different way, where they were, like, super excited, and I zoned... it's not that I zoned out, that's not what I meant to say. There was so much information that they were spewing because it's, like, a special interest, that I was like, okay. I took a photo of my ice cream while watching that video when it came out, and someone said you were looking at it. Oh. Yeah, it was an info overload. I love paranormal investigation. I think the electronic equipment... So far, the equipment that I like the most is I love the REM pod. I love the REM pod. I love the cat balls that has worked one time and it was in Haley's basement. I love the spirit box. It's a hit or miss with the Ovilus. Sometimes it just be spewing fucking words. Sometimes they all make sense randomly and I'm like, whoa. Oh, thank you, Shadow. I don't have the flashlights yet. I was gonna pit stop tomorrow and pick them up. But the flashlights are something I want to try. The person that I'm going to... the cat balls. No, they're literally cat toys. Not actual balls of a cat. So it's just that, like, you know those little light up balls that, like, a cat touches and it lights up and they go like this? It's that. So if they light up, it's because you touch it and you have to actually, like grab it in order for it to light up. So it's very good for paranormal investigations because there's no way to explain when they go off. I haven't tried the lights yet. The person that I'm going to film with has made night vision cameras. So this will be the first time we have those, which I'm very excited about. I have tons of mics and everything. It's gonna be really cool. Hi. Sorry, I got distracted. Thank you, Brando. I just wanted to see what that was. Show me. Show me. Why won't you tell me? Why won't you tell me? Whore. Thank you, Brando. Yeah, I found it. I found it. Thanks. She looks drugged. She's all twitchy. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, that's why. But yeah, energy. Energy good. I have a streak? Hell yeah. Well, thank you. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Mama sicky. Yeah, she's a Thai girl. Oh, my blisters are starting to pop. That's a fun experience. Make fun something with like ones where you can ask a question, made a couple seconds. That I don't have. I think those aren't selling anymore. I don't actually know where to find those, but I would like one. I'd be curious to see if what I'm hearing would be kind of the same thing as opposed to like what that's saying. The steps doesn't take too long to get there. Hydrate, thank you. Swift Blades, thank you for following. I don't know if I said that, but thank you. It's gonna be just chat for a little bit, and then we'll probably continue the Seance of Blake Manor, which was a really, really pretty game if you missed it yesterday. She is. Well, she's sleeping on a hoodie. Gives you control of and readings. I haven't super checked out apps because I don't know if I trust them. Right? Like, when it comes to apps, now we're talking about an algorithm. An algorithm can be programmed, you know? So I'm like, I don't super trust them a lot. Thank you, Dark Souls. Thank you, Sam, for gifting a 3-month tier 1 sub to Gray. It's very kind of you. You have terrible news about programs? Okay, tell me the terrible news about programs. It's more of a physics thing. There's just raw data from actual sensors built into the phone. I don't understand how that works. Can you explain it to me like I'm 5? Thank you, Fluffy. There are programs in your tools as well. What do you mean? I think my tip about gamer subs will clean them out. Yeah, this will be the last stream until I come back from my trip. That thing. Human is going on a secret trip. Yeah, the EVP, but I don't know where to get that. Like the GPS has exact data locations and it's based on magnets and radio on your phone speakers and built-in sensors. I mean, I'll try it. They only have the sleep aid free samples. Well, thanks guys, if it was me. That should be the next time you see me, but I make no guarantees. I might be super fucking burnt out, so I might only start streaming again in the start of May. I have been going like back to back to back things. Do you have a reliable brand for their equipment? I get everything from Ghost Stop. They're expensive, but they're cool. If not, the flashlights are from Home Depot, which I'm gonna get tomorrow. Cat balls from a pet store. Spirit box. I mean, technically you just need a fucking radio and just make sure that it's a radio that can go through frequencies and then you're good. The REM pod is from there. I know it's got programs. It just makes less sense in my brain. Well, I'm open to apps. There's just a bit more of a distrust with some of them. Who speaketh to me? Oh, a lot of people. There's a good bit on it, thanks. Do they have EVP options? Oh, they do. They're not that expensive. Not bad. I wouldn't know which one to get, to be honest. How's my day been? It's been okay. I've been very low energy today. Next really did I was surprised, but then the radio started going off from the other, and I was like, okay. I was a bit nervous to try to open that part of my mind yet, but you do explain how to safely do it. Yeah, I try. I try to tell you how to safely do it because I have made many mistakes in my paranormal life, and I want you guys not to make those mistakes. Thank you, Doc. Take a much needed shower, as you should. Make sure you are not stinky. Nobody likes someone who's stinky. No, you guys never make paranormal mistakes. No, never. My day was alright. I've been just wanting to be like her all day. You mind me asking, have you ever encountered anything that made you just nope out of there fast? I've definitely encountered things that made me go nope. But then pretty quickly I'm just like, okay, nope, that's my fear. Let's get over that, and then I would continue. Bro, stop yawning. I refuse to even be in the same room as a Ouija board. Those are like kryptonite to me. I'll never clear a room faster when those are presents. I also don't really like Ouija boards for two reasons. One, most people don't actually know how to use them, and then they use them improperly, and then stuff starts happening, and they're like, well, I let a demon through. I'm like, no, you just pissed off someone, and now they're here instead of like where they were. Dummy. And two, it takes so long to get answers. There's so many faster, more effective ways to do that. Ugh. Like, tarot cards, you will get in-depth answers, right? A Ouija board, you might get yes or no, and then you gotta figure it out, and what will take you 2 hours to get a fucking answer would take you 5 minutes with something else. Actually, you know what? No, Phantom, there is one thing that I encountered once that made me nope out of there to the point that I was, like, shaking and felt ill. I've talked about that only one time. I don't know if I want to talk about it again. I'm already drained. I got super drained after I talked about it the first time. It's a dress. You ever been to Appalachia? No. Well, I mean, I've been in North Carolina. I don't know if that's close to the Appalachians, but there. I'm really tired yawning. Anonymous, thank you so much for gifting 2 community subs. Joe, cool. Thank you for a 5 stream streak. I don't know why that said it twice, but thank you nonetheless. The type of tarot cards? What do you mean? Hi, donuts. Like, do you mean like if they have different designs? That's fine. Tarot cards is tarot cards. Oh, speaking of tarot cards, Queen, why do they hate me? Even cleansed once when I touch them, I get nauseous and a headache. They don't hate you. You just aren't used to the energy that they're pulling, so you get sick. Gamer subs would help with the yawning, actually. I mean, there's oracle cards and tarot cards, but they give different meanings. No, try to don't touch your tarot cards. They're fucking dumb. No. Sorry. Good evening. Blanket heaven, good. I've dated 2 witches and have a best friend Wiccan. Haven't once been able to touch a tarot deck for more than a minute. I would question what those witches did to you. I would definitely question what those witches did to you, but most of the time it's because tarot, what people tend to not understand is that it's a form of divination. You are talking to spirits through the cards. It's not just a fun little card game. So yes, you might get nauseous, you might not feel good. One I think is lying about her practice, the second one I question often. Okay, so that could be why. I would recommend looking into some return to sender spells by chance. There are plenty of options to do this with. If you have a picture of one of them and you happen to have a litter box nearby, put the picture in the litter box. It will get shat on, literally. It's a fantastic spell. One of my favorites, personally. Very easy to do with her. There are many people in her litter box. It's great. But, so, here's the thing. Ooh, no. That's... I'm finding it. I should have my best friend. They're a lot more knowledgeable than I am, but thanks to the advice on the list. Tread? Just wasn't sure if I was doing something wrong that realizing it. No, you're fine. It's just, it could just be that it's way too much energy for you to handle, which is fine. Tread a little carefully with Wiccans. There's always a word of caution. A lot of us in the witch community, not a huge fan of most of them. There are definitely some good ones out there. No doubt about that. But some of them are a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Just with a heads up. Also, mayhaps potentially picked up in Dodger magazine, as you should. Hi. It's very cute when I can see you to make the purple hair pop. Thank you. Psychic question, ability question. Sure, what's up, Nick? Never piss off a witch? No. Faith Theogona specifically mentions microphone recorder would be the best. Thank you. I love Cocoa Puffs. You saved a chinchilla. Congratulations, Donuts. Or you're going to save a chinchilla. Almost 8 years. The only one that stayed me through everything. Thanks for the heads up, though. No worries. Like I said, some are fine. Some are weird. She's just so knocked the fuck out. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, everything is hurting. There's much of a pushover. I don't my best friend so much. My sibling that would. Go with the flow are the best kind of people. We love a go with the flow. What's my favorite cereal? Probably Fruit Loops. I could get Fruit Loops. Yeah. Oh. My body hurts. Shut up, yes, I don't know where he's my room and said, dude, come hang out with me while your sister does my hair. Love that. Happy birthday! I'm fine. Should you get a mullet? Yeah. Did I? Oh, hold on. You blocked her, right? Right? Okay, good. I'm frozen at the audacity. Oh. Yeah, Discord. I opened myself back up recently. My partner went to a friend's house for some girl time. We're supposed to have bad weather here, and it's just me tonight. Anyway, how I discern if I'm feeling spirit, the weather, or just my own anxiety from all the above. Okay. What are you feeling? We'll start with that. Look at my life, dude. That's crazy. AJB, thank you for subscribing to Prime. That's when it does plays a lot of spirits. Definitely, yeah. Yeah, I was still, because I was frozen with the sheer audacity of reading that fucking message. If y'all ever have tea, if you want someone to violently react, it's me. 12 pets. Jesus, donuts. Wow. Watched and claustrophobic. Okay. Okay, what was it? What was it again? Okay. Do you have anxiety about the weather? Define what weather? And why are we having anxiety about the friend, the partner at the friend's house? I've follow-ups. Yeah, imagine how much my heart jumped in my throat till I did the math. All I saw was that one part of it, and I was like, no. I remember a random lore about myself, very often I react to my own tea about my own life. Yeah. Or like when my friends will remind me of something, and I'm like, wait, that happened? And they were like, yeah, you told me. And I'm like, oh yeah. I blocked it out. Then I came back to screen like she went to eat someone's face. Don't worry about it. Hello, Taco. How are you? Hello from Australia. What fucking time is it there? When you go into a room, does it feel different than most? Not always, no. Sometimes places just don't have anything, and I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. If I piggyback off the anxiety, do you have any advice for individuals dealing with anxiety? I dealt with my anxiety in unhealthy ways, so I have nothing healthy to suggest. Don't do what I did, for sure. Okay, anxiety. I haven't actually had anxiety issues in quite many years. First thing is I can recommend is if you can change your environment. That is a very big factor that a lot of people don't understand. Your food habits is a big factor. Damn, that shit look hot. You can do the 5 senses trick, which is if you're freaking out, it's 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear. You essentially go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 down the senses. There's a specific order which I'm forgetting right now. If not, if you're learning, you need to like relearn how to breathe. Follow. There's a video on YouTube and it's like a flower that pulses with like how you're supposed to breathe. That was very helpful as well. But a lot of times it's your environment and things around you that are affecting you, and so you should fix that shit. It's supposed to be big storm time. They're your anchor. Okay, so big storm time. You'll definitely feel some barometric pressures, but that shouldn't be causing necessarily a feeling of claustrophobia, right? I would say it's not a spirit. It just sounds like anxiety at that point. It definitely is. Unhealthy suggestions. Unhealthy suggestions was drink and smoke. Yeah. I don't know who that person is, but definitely don't do that either. Pressure on my head. Oh yeah, I also like pressure. That's why I got weighted blankets. Good night, Sav. Hello, Nugget. Chaotic Rack? Thank you for following, I think, question mark. No worries. Do my best to help you out. I mean, I haven't drank in 4 years, so. Sure, donuts. Give it to me. I will lay upside down when I'm overwhelmed. I don't know if it's blood rushing to my head or what, but it calms me. Oh, you pull a Lilo. There we go, that profit. Three, 3, 3. Whoop. I mean, yeah, you can meet your hamster nuggets. Hamsters do got big nuggets. I concur. An inversion table? Is that thing that goes upside down? Isn't that a fuck thing? I shall call it Liloing from now on. As you should. Yeah, 'cause that's what her and Stitch do in Stitch Has a Glitch, I think. Boom, boom. It's fine. Okay, we're gonna switch this out for a second. Is it a backstretcher thing? Oh. Oh, that makes sense. A back decompression thing. Interesting. I know, you're so excited to meet your son. I'm pink now. Well, this is it. Oh, they just made me pinker. That's fine. What if I do that and then pull away? Oh. You hang upside down by your ankles. Fascinating. Why would you do this? Okay, 4 cats. Tobias, Pumpkin, Tiny, and Cassie. Rabbit is Buzz. We 10. Wow, that's fucking old for a bunny. Jesus. Hundreds of fish. Wow. 2 hamsters, Nugget and Biscuit. 2 chinchillas, Gus and Ninu. 2 P, that's me, and here's my friend Ninu. You know, I think I could do for some decompression. I think that'd be really nice. Alright, you know what? Fuck it. Y'all wanna watch the Artemis thing land? It's gonna land in like 10 minutes. I think it's already starting to land. Cool. I've had it on. The only time I shall stream snipe. No, it's in the process of it. Yeah, I'll do the thing after. I also have 2 other things to do. So the Artemis 2, if you guys don't know, is a space crew that went around the moon to try to look at the dark side of the moon, which I don't believe we've ever actually seen, proving that we can, like, go back. And then the next step after this is to start making a base on the moon. Yeah, this is the only time I'll stream snipe, but I think doing that is fucking stupid. I know, would you look at the Earth? Not flat. How crazy is that, guys? So, yeah, we're watching it come back into the atmosphere. We're already vermin on Earth. Why the moon? We want to explore more of space, which is just going to make every other space creature mad at us and probably kill us, which is fine. See how farmers can get without being overly affected by radiation. Cool, that. Your mother thinks the Earth is flat? I'm so sorry. The Earth is cube-shaped? You know, that is a funny thing to throw their way, because it's like, okay, it could be flat, but like, what if it's a cube and we've only ever explored one side of it? They're getting closer. Exploring space is how we've made the coolest non-wartime advancements like battery-powered drill or making runways significantly shorter. Huh. Pluto, that killed me. There's probably a reason why I explored the dark side of the moon. Wasn't it that, I don't know what I was gonna say. Claude and Timmy. Wow. I'm working on it. Plan is to eventually make a lunar base, which we can use that base to explore the rest of the solar system easier. There we go. Wow. This is how high planes go. Also, look at my friends that are live right now. There's Alvea Sanctuary, who I'm trying to get to go and visit their sanctuary, so you can, you know, tell them I'm interested. Raven, who's great. Batty, who's fantastic. Sasky, who is a literal queen. Ghosty, Vaughn, Allie. These are all the homies. These are the people I like. What's really cool is that we've been able to go to space and fucking stream it. That's what I'm saying, right? It'd be super cool. Sulfur and burnt steak. I can imagine that space would be smelly. No, planes go that high. They go above the clouds. Oh, we're shifting. Oh. We made huge progress with laser transmitted data transfer that made this stream possible. I'm gonna pretend I know what those words mean. Is that the sun? Oh. I think we weren't allowed to look at the sun. A ghost hunt in space? That'd be so interesting. Yeah, we got fucking blue screened by NASA. It should be making its... I think it's called the splashdown. Oh. It's dark. Why is it dark? And there's a light. Follow the light. What the fuck are we looking at? On this episode of Queen Goes to Space, she makes first contact with extraterrestrial ghosts. You know, there's probably words behind this that are explaining, like, what's going on. We can listen to it. Like, I don't know if there's actual noise. Yeah, the bubonic plague. Is there noise?
4.5 minutes until the end of the blackout period. Time to splash down, 11 minutes, 33 seconds.
Oh, they're splashing down in 11 minutes. That's cool, guys. I don't condone stream sniping. It's a real low blow for most fucking creators. Because these are viewers that they could be having, you know? So we have a blackout period of 4 minutes.
The landing and support officer reports that the P3 has acquisition on integrity.
I don't know what these words mean. Yeah, it's for re-entry.
3.5 minutes left in this blackout period. This is a visualization of the plasma buildup around the spacecraft and the repelling of that heat on Integrity's heat shield.
Fire! Ah, they're re-entering the atmosphere. Cool. Yeah, something like this is okay when we're talking about, like, you know, this is fucking NASA and look at the amount of people, like, there's gonna be a fucking problem. But say, like, if I was to, like, go on Raven's stream, right? And, like, it's called stream sniping. It's lowest of the low. But you would go and do that and, like, then we're watching her stream, which is weird. Because you guys could just... It just takes away from viewership, and it's never a good thing.
That airborne assets in the vicinity of the splashdown zone do have a visual on Integrity.
That is also why I don't...
Left in our blackout period.
That is also why I don't...
Time to splash down, 9 minutes, 35 seconds.
do the TTV at the end of my user on Steam, because I don't really want people to stream snipe me when I'm playing a game, right? Say, like, I'm playing DBD and they find me, they can open my stream and find out exactly where I am. It's not great.
Multiple airborne assets as part of the recovery team all have visuals on Integrity.
They're coming back. Woohoo! Yes, that. Exactly, Jess. Yeah, only. Oh, are they also watching NASA? That'd be hilarious. Probably. I'm not going to click it. They're 40 miles from Earth.
And the Navy helos also have visuals.
How hot do you think that thing gets in there? Like they're on fire.
Still in the blackout period. Still do not have communications from the crew.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay, I feel less bad if she's also doing it. That's hot. So the heat shield is so important. $110 Fahrenheit? How much is that? Ah. And 10 fair.
Standing by for communications from the crew.
Oh, it's about 43.
Be out of the blackout period less than a minute from now.
It doesn't seem that hot. Like, I think a Canada heat wave is about that. Would it not be hotter than that? I feel like it'd be much hotter.
We are now processing data from Integrity.
Thank you. Thank you, Sam. Okay, that makes more sense. 2,000 degrees Celsius. That makes sense. Yeah, if that's how hot the astronauts are because of the heat shield, that's chill. That's hot as fuck, but, like, that's chill. On the outside, though.
Landing and support officer reports the small boats are en route to the splashdown target zone.
Is they gonna just splash themselves in the water? On the outside, it is ungodly hot. I figured. I'm trying to figure out what we're looking at in here. Like, here's... Do you know what's crazy is that all these different things and all these screens, like, these people know exactly what they're looking at. They are all so trained, have spent their lives doing this to understand all this mumbo-jumbo on the screen.
50,000 feet, our trajectory is perfect.
Perfect.
We're getting intermittent views. of integrity. Still waiting to establish voice communication.
Okay. Oh, the ground landing is San Diego. Okay.
Integrity, Houston, comm check, post-blackout.
Yay!
Houston, Integrity, we have you loud and clear.
Woohoo!
Your trajectory is nominal, and your recovery teams have visual.
Guidance looks good.
The blackout period's like the scariest part, isn't it?
No action for the enabled internal camera controller fail.
Big cheers from the viewing room here in Mission Control as voice communication reestablished with Commander Reed Wiseman. For America and a waiting world, Integrity is 5.5 minutes away from coming home.
Yeah, either we hear them or we don't. Okay. Whew.
Passing 100,000 feet.
We got
now.
some flashing light warnings in case you're epileptic of some kind.
Range to splash down 19 nautical miles.
Why are we spinning? Oh, we spinning. Why are we spinning? Oh, we need the chutes to deploy. Oh, that's good, that. Space Rave.
Integrity, impact to the camera controller fail is no Cab 1 views of the chutes.
Yeah, thank you, NASA.
Integrity.
We're processing good data through the GPS system. A good view of Integrity. Time to splash down 4.5 minutes.
4.5 minutes, guys, and then it lands into water.
And a view of Integrity from the WB-57. We're at 50,000 feet.
Oh, it's on a ship in the ocean. Okay. I read the lander has 11 parachutes. Even if one fails, it could potentially be catastrophic, especially in the re-entry. That's good. Hello, people. It's crazy that looks like they're about to hit the ground, but they're 4 minutes until they splash.
The pyros are armed for forward bay cover jettison.
When are they supposed to deploy the chutes? Oh, there we go.
And
Chutes.
there go the first series of parachutes. And we're on drogues.
And Houston, we're visual 2 drogues out the window.
Two
Was
good drogue chutes.
Yeah,
Next up,
We copy, we see them.
the deployment of pilot parachutes that will pull the main chutes out.
Okay, I was
Time
like,
to
is this
splash
good?
down 3 minutes and 10 seconds.
Those other things look like they flew out for some reason. That didn't look great. I think they have to like use little ones because then it's going to slow them down, and then they use bigger ones later and
Perfect
it'll slow them
descent rate
down.
According to flight dynamics.
Good rates on 2 drogues.
We see the same on board.
It looks like water on the bottom. No, that's clouds. Clouds. We're in
Passing
clouds.
through 10,000 feet. Still on drogues.
I'm getting stressed. Oh, there's more.
Main chute deploy. We're at 5,000 feet.
Okay, like one of them was not looking like that was catching any fucking air.
Search and recovery beacon has been activated on Integrity. And we have 3 good main chutes.
There we go. Okay. Scared the
Good
fuck out of
3
me.
main chutes, good
I saw them
refit,
just
good descent rate.
in the air.
3 good-looking parachutes.
This is so cool.
Integrity, cabin pressure indicates no need for hydrazine checks.
Integrity copies.
This is a perfect descent for Integrity. Its crew sounding hale and hearty on board. Time
So
to
that was
splash
like the
down 1
main
minute, 15 seconds.
brakes, and then these were like the big ones that are like really making it nice and slow, so it won't just like into the water. It'll like pata into the water. Yay, they're back! They did it, guys. They went around the moon.
Integrity about to complete a journey
Yay!
spanning 694,481 miles from its launch from the Kennedy Space Center back on April 1st, and a trip around the moon.
Wow, they were gone for 10 days in space. Oh, 20's not that bad. Yeah, they were like, ah, shit, there's nothing here. Oh, what's that? Why is it shooting stuff? Why is it shooting things?
Passing through 1,000 feet.
Thrusters. For what? We're going into water. Are they trying to get to a specific location? Ah, okay. Thanks, guys. Thank you, science people. Yep.
Integrity splashdown, sending post-landing command now.
Woo!
Splashdown confirmed.
Copy splashdown. Waiting
They
on
landed.
Splashdown confirmed at 7:07
Yay.
p.m. Central Time, 5:07 p.m. Pacific Time. From the pages of Jules Verne to a modern-day mission to the moon, a new chapter
Woohoo.
of the exploration of our celestial neighbor is complete. Integrity's astronauts back on Earth.
Yeah, they called the time to the second. Aw, Tash, that was really sweet. Some older people remember where they were when we first went to the moon. I'll remember we saw this with Queen.
We still will be deploying the crew module uprighting system to maintain that orientation. A perfect bullseye splashdown for Integrity and its 4 astronauts.
Now the recovery teams will make their way out to the crew to take them back to shore. Sick. Hell yeah, guys. We got to watch them. Come back. Woohoo. I saw also, I'm on TikTok, right? You know, kind of content creator. I'm kind of always on fucking on there. And people were saying like I talk too fast. They were saying that the drag path of the Artemis mission was the dog and the Challenger mission people were waiting for them up there and saying hi. And I was like...
That would put the end of the mission at a mission elapsed time of 9 days, 1 hour, 31 minutes, 35 seconds.
Also, someone said they called a month ago what the time was going to be when they got back. I fucking hope they had every goddamn calculation set.
And we're configuring for a very low data rate.
I'm sick, but what's up?
Once again, splashdown occurring in the Pacific, southwest of San Diego at 7:07 and 47 seconds p.m.
Integrity Houston, comm check on VLDR.
Houston, we have you loud and clear on VLDR. How us?
We have you the same. We'll meet you over in post-landing.
Same prophet.
Perfect communications established.
A journey. We are stable 1, 4 green crew members.
Houston copies all.
Reed Wiseman reporting 4 green crew members. That is not their complexion. That is the fact that they're in great condition. That's what that means. So stable 1, upright. The crew module uprighting system is being deployed. The 5 airbags being inflated through helium to maintain the upright configuration for the vehicle. This was a textbook entry and a textbook touchdown for Integrity. Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jeremy Hansen back on Earth after a journey around the moon.
Oh, they got little balls. So they're just like chilling in the water until something comes and picks them up. I love that. Oh, they look like they're getting ready to go do something.
We continue to monitor the functioning of the CMOOS system. The airbags are being inflated to maintain a stable one or upright configuration. And there's a good view from one of the naval helicopters hovering overhead.
I did not. I'm so sorry.
Reed Wiseman reporting 4 green crew members, meaning they're all in excellent shape.
Integrity Houston for SAR beacon and radio.
The ship is a helicopter carrier.
Our beacon
Oh.
is in 406, and we're powering the radio now. Go ahead.
We see the beacon on. However, the recovery team is not seeing the signal. Your SAR radio uses the same antenna, so you may run into trouble with the radio.
Oh.
Okay, copy. And we are also powering up the sat phone now.
So Integrity is in great shape, and as the crew continues its post-splashdown timelined activities on board, Reed Wiseman once again reporting that all 4 crew members are in excellent shape.
How long do you guys think it's going to take for them to stop like doing this and then letting stuff? Oh no.
So that
Where'd that
the
go?
reaction,
Hello?
the recovery team.
How long do you guys think
now,
it'll take before they
begin
stop
the
doing
slow
that kind of
approach
stuff
to
and
the
remembering
vehicle.
gravity is a thing?
Meanwhile, here in the flight control room, entry flight director Rick Henfling is polling his team of flight controllers for the start of powering down the vehicle after a thorough
An hour or two.
check. We have no toxic gases to be concerned about, so the recovery personnel can approach the vehicle, but not until we have powered down the spacecraft. That's expected to take a few more minutes.
We're just going to watch until we see them be like taken away. Serena, thank you for following. Hi. Even the space station won't have trouble, but these guys won't. What's the difference with that? So these guys are getting on this boat so the helicopter can bring them back to Houston?
Integrity back on Earth following its historic flyby of the moon. It was, for all intents and purposes, a textbook mission.
On 2828, but I'll remain on this frequency.
Thank you, Serena. Welcome in. Guys, we watched them land together.
Reed Wiseman indicating some trouble with the SARSAT phone on board, but that's not an issue. What is more important is that the vehicle is solid. No issues as we begin the power down of the vehicle to begin the recovery process.
I just saw a fucking chat that said fake, and someone responded to it and said, get a vasectomy. I cannot. Fair though. Fair though. Please do not procreate. End your lineage. You subscribe to me? Whoa. You subscribe to me on there? Awesome. Thank you for following me here as well. Make sure to subscribe to my gaming channel and my Queen of VODs channel as well.
Control reports that we have safed the prop system on Integrity.
Can you say again? That was very weak and broken.
Integrity Houston did not call.
They just be bobbing in the water. They're just boop-a-doop-a-doop.
Copy that, Houston. It might have
Why?
been SR radio. Stand by.
So, like, if they knew that they were going to land right there, why were they not kind of already around, like, close enough in the area that they could get there within minutes?
All of the milestones were executed in perfect fashion. Integrity entering the Earth's atmosphere.
A bit of both, Prophet.
Right on time.
Because wind? What do you mean?
Reaching
Oh.
its peak speed shortly after a blackout period began. We
I mean, fair.
emerged from the blackout period.
So don't get hit by the pod as it
recovery,
lands. That's fair.
Imagery airborne assets were
Did not
able
tell you
to
about
pick
the
up
ladybugs.
Integrity's descent almost immediately through entry interface, tracking the vehicle all the way down. And finally, you saw the sequence of chute deployments. First, the forward bay cover being pulled off the top of the vehicle by a series of 3 parachutes. Then the drogue chutes were deployed, followed by the 3 main chutes.
Ah! Boat!
Slowed the
Boat?
down velocity
Boat.
of Integrity to just 19 miles an hour.
But yeah, I made 3 separate channels for, first of all, so people can know, like, what they're getting out of each one. But also, I think if I moved the VODs into the gaming channel, it would be oversaturated. And there is such a thing as too much content. So just splitting it into 3 devices it a lot easier. Makes my brain happier. We also need to do safety checks to make sure it's safe to approach the pod after it lands. Okay.
Integrity, Houston, with no joy
Thank you,
on
Serena.
SAR and SAT phone, we'd like you to command an additional 15 minutes for a total of 30-minute power down delay.
Bobby was baby in the garden the other day when I said it loads of ladybugs and there's red ones and orange ones and yellow ones and black ones and red spots and really small ones. Wow.
All
That's a lot of ladybugs.
Selected T/D+30. No joy on SAR radio or sat phone. And stand by. We have the master diver on SAR radio. Please hold comms.
Hey Lily,
Oh, that's
excuse
good.
me. Hey Jackie, we just got the master diver on SAR.
What do these words mean? It's an amphibious caravan on board one of the Navy. Oh, sick! You were Navy. You'll be 18 in May. Well, congratulations to you. Boat! Boat! Yeah, there's a boat.
A good view of one of the fast boats.
Integrity, Houston, if you are happy with your comm with Master Diver, you can go back to the 15-minute power down.
Why don't we see...
Okay, stand by. Yeah, we'll confirm here in a second.
Are these delayed?
The crew on board.
Or is this just from a different angle?
With the flight control team in Houston here in mission control.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why are
The
you
timing
rocking
of
like
the
crazy?
power down of the vehicle, which will be the precursor to
Is this
the,
sinking?
recovery
What's happening?
teams approaching the spacecraft.
Different angle. That looked like it was right next to it. That was so weird.
Integrity. We've had a bit of broken capability in establishing a SARSAT or satellite phone communications capability between the crew on board Integrity and the recovery team. That will get sorted out here shortly.
Bro, at that point, open the hatch and launch yourself into the
There's
fucking
plenty of
river.
cooling on board Integrity.
It's probably not
So
smart.
there's
Don't
no
listen to me.
rush to
I'm
get
not
the
an
power
astronaut.
down.
To call you on the sat phone and not getting an answer there either.
So the camera is here.
Had anything come through?
Camera has to be here because based on this angle and how close they look, the camera has to be on this side. I'm aware it's not a river. I just said it, okay? There's 2 things now?
Could relay to recovery that we hear them, but it does not. But it does not appear as though they are hearing us.
There's people. There's people.
Houston copies, and Reed, just to confirm, you are pushing the PTT on the radio.
The crew's like, hello? Nah, it's a pond. It's just a pond. Okay, so big boat
So
leave,
as we
little boat
continue to
stay.
sort out the communications between Integrity and the recovery teams, We are standing by for the initiation of the power down procedures that, as you see, the recovery teams are moving towards the side of the capsule. The next major event will be the erection of that
That's my
large
official title.
inflatable raft called the front porch that will be the port of call for the crew as they're being extracted one by one from the vehicle.
Integrity Houston, for sat phone, we are going to attempt to call you.
Queen, content creator, ghost hunter, pain in the ass, astronaut.
Standing by.
And Jackie, yes, we are pushing the push to talk, the two buttons on the left side of the radio below the up-down arrows. We are utilizing them. I'm rebooting the radio to see if we get good comms.
So they're there waiting to rescue
We
them.
copy all, and just to confirm, you are seeing that you're touchdown plus 3030 for power, correct?
That's affirmative.
There's so many boats. And the chopper. Is that what's carrying them?
We are trying a backdoor approach to have mission control here call the crew on
The
their
back door?
satellite phone.
Back door?
This is all part of the coordination for the power down of the vehicle that will initiate the actual recovery operation. The first boats with the Navy divers on board are standing by, waiting to close in on Integrity to begin the process of erecting the large inflatable raft that's called the front porch that will be where the astronauts are extracted from so that they can have a few minutes
For real.
land legs back.
NASA, able to communicate with the craft all the way to the moon. Also, NASA can talk to someone 100 yards away.
To the deck of the USS John P. Murphy.
Oh,
Reply.
I've earned a badge. Allegedly. Cool, thank you. I've earned a badge. Oh, is the stream faster than the YouTube feed? Oh, you have such big beans. You have such big beans.
And Houston, please don't reply. NRD, very weak, but readable. Master diver, we can hear, but they cannot hear us.
You imagine how stressful that is, right? You're trying to reach the people you're trying to talk to, and they're not answering, but they can hear you. Like, you probably think they're dead at that point, wouldn't you? Can Houston... simple solution to this. Can Houston just not be the fucking messenger? And just be like, hey, team, they're saying this. Hey, people, they're saying this. Hey, they're saying... Like, is this not a possibility? Where's the middleman? Can NASA talk to the Navy? They should be. Let me into NASA. Matter of fact, let me into NASA. I'll fix their communication in seconds.
And Houston, on OE1, is there any chance to tie us into NRD?
For real, one of the crew members is about to just like open the door and be like... NASA's relaying to the Navy and Navy to the divers. Great.
Checking.
Where are we going? Okay. Messenger does always get shot. Like, what the fuck?
This is Mission Control, Houston. While we stand by for the establishment of communications between Integrity and the recovery team that is basically standing by very close to the spacecraft, we're going to go to the deck of the USS John P. Murphy.
Yes, Trouty.
Megan Cruz is standing by with
Yes.
Administrator Jared Isaacman.
Hey, Rob, yeah, just such an honor to be able to be here on the ship, to be able to share and experience this moment with everyone together. And of course, as you just said, yes, here with NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman. Administrator, how did you feel getting to witness this and seeing NASA at its best?
Oh, I mean, I'm honestly, I'm still at a loss for words. I mean, you know, like the childhood Jared right now can't believe what I just saw. I mean, almost been waiting my whole lifetime to see this, and then it's NASA Administrator. I just couldn't be more proud of the entire workforce, the years, the effort, the late nights, all the hard work from across the country that contributed to this incredible moment right now. And yeah, incredibly grateful too for our teams here on the John P. Merthyr right now.
Yeah, look at them behind us here.
Got everybody. Hey, what do you guys think? We just brought some astronauts back from the moon, huh? Unbelievable. Thank you. Yeah, so grateful to the Navy, the sailors that are here, the NASA teams. I mean, this is a joint
Yay,
effort that's on the
NASA.
way. These recovery forces are getting out to our Orion spacecraft, to Integrity, to get our astronauts back on the ship safely.
Yeah, and this is not just an accomplishment for NASA. This is an accomplishment for humanity. Again, a historic mission to the moon and back. How does this make you feel, and what do you hope people take away from this?
Well, I'll tell you, you know, I think about the crew members.
Is that frost on it?
An opportunity to observe over the last 10 days, right? I mean, they're absolutely
What's on it? Why'd it look charred?
I mean, wonderful communicators, almost poets. But then I think these were the ambassadors from humanity to the stars that we sent out there right now. And I can't imagine a better crew.
It's from fire. It's from flame.
A perfect mission right now. So yes, it's a huge moment for everybody, right? I mean, we are back in the business of sending astronauts to the moon, bringing them back safely, and to set up for a series more. I mean, this is not a once in a lifetime, which you hear sometimes around here. It's like, this was a once in a lifetime. No, it's not. This is just the beginning.
Ow.
We are going to get back into doing this with frequency, sending missions to the moon until we land on it in 2028.
Entry caused carbons going from the heat windshield.
Are we going to build on the momentum for Artemis 3? I mean, it's just around the corner.
Everything got
Absolutely.
spicy.
So, I mean, that's you know, part of me too. Like, I can't wait to get the crew off of Integrity right now, but also getting Integrity back on this ship so we can start taking a look at it, because all that data is.
Do you guys think it's still hot, or that the water like cooled it?
Take a good look at the thermal protection system. We're going to want to download all the data they couldn't transmit back to us and use that to inform Artemis 3. But we're already making progress, right? You had SRB segments already showing
Debbie,
up
thank you for
at
3 streams.
KSC. Core stage for Artemis 3 is rolling out on April 20th. We're getting Mobile Launcher 1 back in vehicle assembly building. So yes, there is a lot to celebrate right now on a mission well accomplished for Artemis 2, and at the same time, we got to start getting ready for
The water cooled up, but it's probably still hot.
You know, for people who joined us for all 10 days to see what we can accomplish together with our international partners, what do you think about the fact that we're going to keep doing this more and more and more?
It's incredibly exciting. I mean, yes, it's the contributions, like the best and brightest across the NASA workforce from across the country, our industry partners, our international partners. We had a Canadian Space Agency astronaut on board in Jeremy. We had the European Service
Canada!
And you think, in the days leading up to this launch, I mean, 48 hours prior to launching Artemis 2, I was meeting with the Italian Space Agency. We signed a memorandum of understanding to build a habitation module on the moon. I mean, you have countries, all of our allies and partners coming together saying, we are committed to this effort. We are returning to the moon.
Thank you,
We're
Dorney.
doing it to stay. We are building that enduring presence. We are going to master the skills on the surface of the moon so someday we can undertake missions to Mars. It's just an incredibly exciting time, and we're not going at it alone. We're bringing everybody along with us.
Absolutely. And speaking of everyone, one more time, we're going to ask the crew here. You guys ready to land on the moon? Awesome. I love that. Okay, well, thank you so much, Administrator. Appreciate you being here. We're, of course, going to stay on to watch the crew get extracted from Orion, so stay tuned, and we'll see you back here shortly.
Hi, baby. Yeah, they started.
Thank you, Megan, and thank you, Administrator Isaacman.
That's what people do when they get
We
excited.
are in the process of working to establish that communications link and to establish the procedures.
Thank you, Jess.
That will lead to the power down of the spacecraft, which is gently bobbing in the Pacific following a bullseye touchdown that occurred at 7:07 p.m. Central Time, 5:07 p.m. Pacific Time, 2.5 hours before sunset in the Pacific, southwest of San Diego. We have once again heard from the crew during that interview opportunity with the administrator, and we have 4 healthy crew members on board. We now have confirmation that the vehicle has been powered down as per the procedures. So we have vehicle powered down, and the flight control team here in Houston, Flight Director Rick Henfling.
You got an A on your test. Congratulations.
To the Exploration Ground Systems team out in the Pacific. Now, we will physically not get off console with this team until the crew has been extracted into the front porch, that inflatable raft that will be erected along the side hatch.
Oh, that tracks.
Of Integrity. So we're standing by for that in the next step in the recovery procedure.
It was probably like a
Everything
bot
is in
or
great
something.
shape, and we have 4 healthy crew members on board the vehicle.
That's what sucks. Like, I've been hate rated before. It sucks. Most streamers we have like the shield button that's like, holy shit, like, oh my god, shut everything down, like protection. It's unfortunately part of being a streamer. There are people that just don't like you so much that they want to send hate to your thing, and
All of the entry events,
you know, most of us streamers are protected
no
for it.
issues, perfect
I
trajectory
guess
for
NASA is not a not safe from that either.
With one final raise burn to improve the angle of attack for the vehicle as it entered the Earth's atmosphere. All of that flight dynamics computation worked like a charm.
Yeah, it was probably a flat earther being like, this shit's fake. Bro. Come on. Come on. Come on. So cute. Yeah, that is a solid dinner. I concur.
So we are standing by for the recovery team to approach Integrity and begin the process of erecting that inflatable raft called the front porch, which will see the crew members be extracted from the hatch of Orion into
Doing
that
random side
inflatable
quests.
raft before they're
Doing random
hoisted
side
aboard
quests.
2 Navy helicopters.
Oh, hell yeah. Congratulations, Donuts. That's amazing.
In a variety of different configurations. Each crew member
It's how they guard the Earth is
will be
cube-shaped. You should.
hoisted in sequential fashion, in alternating fashion. 2 crew members for each helicopter.
I
before they
am
turn
not a
around and
rage
back,
baiter
to the
because
field
I
of
find it
Bertha.
annoying.
Once on the deck of
I
the
would
ship,
love to rage bait
they'll
a
be
flat
brought into
earther.
medical bay for comprehensive
I would
medical
love
exam.
nothing more than that. I think
Reed
that's so
Wiseman has
fucking
reported
funny.
several times that the crew is in excellent shape.
You know what's kind of crazy though? I feel like most flat earthers are American.
So just to recap, it has been some
I haven't
26.5
really
minutes since
seen
the
any of them
splashdown
that
of
aren't.
Integrity in the Pacific.
Facebook, there's groups for it. Ooh. Yeah, you guys. Well, it's not that you rage bait me. You just bully me, and I don't know. So you need to tell me if you're doing it.
Were checked off in excellent trip hammer fashion. The parachutes.
Yes, I've seen that one.
Planned.
Yeah.
Splashdown occurring at 7:07 p.m. Central Time, 5:07
Exactly.
Pacific Time.
My favorite. My favorite animals, hyenas,
After a bit
African
of a,
wild dogs.
Tussle, to try to establish a communications link with the recovery team, we were finally able to run through the procedures for the powering down of the vehicle. We've handed over mission authority to the Exploration Ground Systems folks out in the Pacific, and the recovery team will be approaching the vehicle shortly to erect the inflatable raft.
African
called
wild
the
dogs,
front
hyenas,
porch, before opening the hatch to
giraffes.
Integrity to bring the crew members onto that raft before they're hoisted onto 2 Navy helicopters, 2 crew members for each helicopter, before they're flown back to the deck of the USS John
Agree,
P.
Joseph.
Martha.
I don't know what that is. Donuts? Most likely. That tracks, Doc. That tracks. Something will start as a joke, and then someone will be like, that's the truth. And it's like, okay, all right. The education system has failed you. Sorry. Let's do this again. Something that King and I want to start doing, though, is we want to start talking super fancy, but for literally no reason. Like, if he's doing something, I'd be like, excuse me, kind sir, would you mind ceasing this activity, for it is painful and grotesquely disgusting to my ear canal. I feel like we're not using big enough words in small enough places. Is move to Canada? I'm thinking of leaving Canada, so I'm thinking of going to the EU, maybe. Or the UK. But yeah, come to Canada. We accept quite literally everybody. So I actually think you might be able to, like, apply as a refugee. I'm not too sure how that works, but I feel like you could. The prehistoric ones with, like, dot eyes. It's the largest avian dinosaur. I believe you. The UK does not do what at the moment? If you don't like winter, go to Vancouver. Like BC, it just is really rainy. Except everyone. Yes. Why do you say EU and not Europe? Are they not the same thing? I'd go to the Netherlands. European Union. I'm going to ask my question again. Is that not the same thing? What's the difference? EU is Europe minus the UK. Well, yeah, because the UK, that's what I mean. Europe is the continent, EU is the international government.
After talking to the flight dynamics folks, we have a bit of a refinement on the splashdown time for you. Their computation shows a splashdown time of 7:07 and 27 seconds p.m. Central Time.
Yeah.
7:07 and 27 seconds p.m. Central Time.
Yeah, we knew that already. Okay, so just
that would equate to
say
mission elapsed
Europe.
Time of 9 days, 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 15 seconds.
Yeah, a minute off. That's fine.
Once again, from Flight Dynamics, a splashdown time of 7:07 and 27 seconds p.m. Central Time. That would equate to a mission elapsed time of 9 days, 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 15 seconds.
Yeah, I would like to move to Europe then, or the UK. That area is definitely somewhere I'd want to look into.
From the Pacific indicate that the recovery team in communications with the crew aboard Integrity, that the crew remains in excellent shape as they await the approach of the team for a final hazard gas evaluation before they move to the side of the vehicle to erect the
I know Canada's still a Commonwealth. I don't know if we fall under that, but Canada's Commonwealth. You know the same giant teddy bear? He's big as me. Because Britain still kind of owns us, so...
Again, no issues with Integrity. The vehicle is powered down. All of its systems are now safed. We have handed over
I love
mission
the weather
authority
there.
to the Exploration Ground Systems folks in the Pacific.
Well, I loved it in Scotland.
But we will not stand down and have the entry flight control team depart
UK's
its
in Europe.
positions
Last time
until
I said that, people said no, and they were different.
inflatable raft, the
Ah,
front
okay.
porch is
Thanks, Ernie.
erected, the hatch open, and the crew having exited the vehicle. So that's the next step in the recovery process that will lead to the hoisting of the crew members For 2 crew members.
Oh yeah, no, that's
helicopters,
just
they'll be
that's just
hoisted
a worldly thing, I
to a
think.
pair of Navy helicopters that will then fly a short distance back to the USS John P. Murtha.
Donuts, why are you yelling?
What you're looking at is one of the fast boats circling the vehicle to make a hazard assessment.
You guys are it's confusing. EU government, Europe country, UK part of Europe, not part of government. I can't help you, Donuts. I'm not there. You can use your shift and it counteracts it. Good job. Yeah, I wouldn't live in Britain. I would live in Scotland. Ideally. My height? I'm 5'4". Commonwealth realms are what Canada and the Bahamas are. Ah, yes. That's us. Are they going to come out? Do, do, do. Are they going to come out? Will we see them on the boat? Do, do, do. Will we see them on the boat? Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Wow, it's so charred. What do they have in their hands? Phones? Recording? GoPros. Metal detectors. Does this, so since Canada does this mean you can waltz into the UK without a passport? No, I actually, when we went to the UK, we needed a visa to go in there. Granted, we were just visiting. But you need a visa to go into the UK. And you still very much need a passport to fly. Your living wage and housing is higher in Canada, so it's not cheap to live there. It depends where. BC is the most expensive place to live. Yeah, I want to live in Scotland. The housing is terrible here. I will admit that.
Once again, you're watching the initiation of the recovery of the Artemis.
The average housing in Montreal to buy kind of like a shitbox house would be like $400K. And that's like, you're probably going to have to put $400K of work into the house. And it's going to be in like you might get your house robbed kind of neighborhood, you know? Yeah. That's like a cheap house. If you get a house for $400K, that's crazy. Yeah, the housing market is really, really bad here.
For a short flight back to the deck of the USS John P. Murtha.
But the living wage, I think our minimum wage is like $25 an hour. It goes up, but not up enough.
7:07 and 27 seconds p.m. Central Time, 5:07 and 27 seconds p.m.
No, expensive. But yeah, it's not great. Toronto's even worse. Toronto is, I think, like the average house is 700, and then Vancouver. I'm talking about the major cities, but Vancouver is like you're talking at least millions for a house. When you go up north, the more north you go, the less you're paying because it's not around a city. It's in the middle of fucking nowhere. So if you go super north, you're usually fine. I'm unfamiliar with how the prairies are because most of Canada kind of ignore the prairies, like Manitoba and Saskatchewan. We just kind of like with them for some reason, even though they're pretty cool places to be. But yeah, it's very expensive. So there's all of Canada, right? There's all of Canada. This will be Canada. And then my microphone is the States. Everybody lives here. Like, Everybody lives here. All of this is mostly vaguely, like, uninhabitable. Not uninhabitable. Inhabited. You can live there. You just gotta, you know, cut some trees down. But everybody lives, like, near the border. Dollars. Well, the needing a visa to visit is very new. They decided, the UK made, I think it was in April of 2025, it made the rule that if you're visiting, you need a visa. Like, you basically need to be approved to visit the country. Okay, sorry. Except you, Canadian Ice Dragon. You're the exception and the difference. Yeah, it was very, very recent. Canada is a very nice place to visit, just not to live there. Essentially, yeah. Like, if you can afford it, it's great. But right now, everything is bad. Most people are fleeing. You still need a passport. So, no matter what for Canada, like, you're leaving somewhere, passport. Like, you need it to get on the plane, no matter where you're going. Even if I'm going somewhere else in Canada, I still need my passport. Housing is similar in Edmonton, lower end around 400K and up. Yep. Yeah, that's what I've heard. England not doing great, but the other parts are doing good. If you're driving, you don't need the passport if you're driving through Canada, but if you're flying, like, for example, if I go to Toronto, it's like an hour-and-a-half flight, I still need to bring my passport with me. I will not get anywhere without it. So, every Canadian has a passport. There we go!
This includes Navy divers, a Navy flight surgeon, and other recovery personnel who have trained for several years for this recovery process.
This was a fun little thing to watch. They've been trying to fucking get them. This is a good angle. I think. I don't have one. I've never flown anywhere that I would need it. Anywhere out of wherever you are. You don't need a passport to fly within Canada is recommended. Really?
At this hour,
they always ask me for it.
The vehicle has been powered down.
Can you report if you hit out with your car? Donuts, I feel like you're very passionate about this. Probably all the fish just were like, huh!
Astronauts are in excellent shape.
Maybe they're just stricter in Montreal. Military, I do fly a lot across our country. Oh, military.
Yes.
That would explain that. Just a tab, password, give a real ID. I see that, Donuts. We departed back in 2013. Oh, well, yeah. So a lot's changed since then, Dornier. That was, in fact, 13 years ago. Of course, of course. Are they getting them the fuck out? Hello? Yeah, the ocean is pretty from above. I love how the ocean looks. It's so vast. Right? And like things are just living in there all the time. It's crazy. I imagine, yeah.
This is Mission Control Houston, continuing to watch the initiation of the recovery of Integrity's astronauts.
They've just been floating for a hot minute.
Onto a large inflatable raft just a short time from now.
Your mother.
Meantime, we can go back to the USS John P. Murtha, where my colleague Megan Cruz is standing by to provide her situation report. Megan, can you hear us?
Hey, Rob. Yes, I can hear you. Thank you. Yeah, we're back here on the bow of the recovery ship where there are still plenty of people peering out into the water. We are not very far from the action everyone is seeing on
Ah, there you go.
now.
That's why.
The Orion spacecraft Integrity in the ocean, surrounded by a number of recovery boats.
Huh.
As Rob
Water life is cool.
in those recovery boats, NASA and Navy personnel specifically trained to get the astronauts out of
Oh.
Orion.
Hello, Megan. I want to say hi, Megan.
In some of our wide shots, you can probably see that there are 6 boats out in the water.
Everyone's very excited.
More than 40 people out in the water right now on those boats.
40 people to grab a few people? Why do we need so many people? Okay, they're rearranging. Oh, stuff. They're doing stuff. Is that the door? Door? No. Door? No. Reflection. Open the door.
Is to set up a porch.
He's trying to grab a little thing.
You might also hear it referred to as a
Oh, there we go.
scalar. Basically just to make sure that Orion stays upright, doesn't sway in the water too much, again, to make it easier for recovery forces to get the astronauts out.
Door. They're opening the door. They touched it. That's something.
Again, we splashed down to the Pacific Ocean just after 5 p.m. Pacific time here. It's a requirement by NASA to be able to get the crew out of Orion within 2 hours of splashdown. So doing great on time so far. Plenty of time. No rush either. I was speaking to NASA flight surgeon Rick Schuring.
Oh, they're attached to it. That's good, that.
He said to me, no rush
Don't
to get the crew
touch
out.
the...
Just want to make sure
Ow!
that they're feeling good.
He touched the butt.
And whenever they're ready to take their step out of Orion and onto that large raft, the front porch,
Progress!
folks will be ready.
Woo! Progress! Aw, you guys made me ink. Sorry. Door open?
And as there are mission audio loops in mission control,
Door
and
open?
there is a mission audio loop here on the ship.
They're open!
And it was just reported out that the side hatch is open. Side hatch of Integrity is open.
Ooh, Lord, they coming.
You're getting these beautiful shots from our aerial assets.
Oh, people went inside.
The ship itself, where Armand is 3,000 yards away.
People are going inside. This is the opposite of the goal.
Again, plenty of people on the boat here, glued to the side closest to where they can see all this action. And again, with just 3,000 yards separating us, great views.
We don't need more people in the sea.
You can see now that side hatch is open. One of the Navy personnel is about to get inside there.
Okay. Yeah, maybe they're like, we've been 10 days in this little rocket ship. We like the rocket ship.
In they go.
Oh, yeah, probably to secure the life vest. You're right.
To Orion. It'll be a little bit of a tight squeeze, but the goal is to have a recovery personnel with each astronaut assessing them.
I would assume gravity can affect their coordination. I don't even know what that is, Dorney. They're building a Titanic too. We have ships that are much bigger than Titanic. Now, don't we? So that should be fine. They just better have a better radar for a fucking iceberg. They said, actually, we like it here. Thanks. I know Apollo 13 was the shippy thing, but I'm not familiar with the movie of it.
One that's right up against Orion. Those are the divers that will go in to the spacecraft to check on each of the astronauts.
Right.
These other boats will begin doing a number of things, putting on that stabilization collar onto Orion, building that.
I grew up on Disney movies, man. That's kind of it.
Eventually, they will retrieve the parachutes.
Yeah,
As well
but
as
it's traveling the same journey.
Orion back to the well.
I mean, yeah, I think they're trying to prove, like, hey, we can do this. Right this time. Yeah, the sonar back then was 2 guides and a crow's nest and binoculars. Yeah, current day cruise ships are much larger. Yeah, so that's fine.
And so as we wait for the Navy and NASA personnel to get their assessment of the crew inside of Orion, why don't we toss it back to Rob for an update?
Well, by that logic, Donuts, these guys would also be considered disrespectful because they've gone pretty much a similar route to the other ones that have not made it back. They were trying again. Sorry. I'm doing good. How are you?
Recovery personnel to approach the vehicle and then open the hatch to begin the initial medical assessment of the crew, as you just indicated. Now we're standing by for the erection of that inflatable raft, the front porch, alongside.
Weren't
of the
they?
vehicle.
I thought a couple of them were trying.
Or
the dog. There was the dog and the other one, and like a few others.
Their land legs back before they're hoisted into 2 hovering Navy helicopters, 2 crew members for each helicopter, for a short flight back to the deck of the USS John P. Murtha.
Ah, see that.
All of Integrity's systems operated flawlessly throughout the course of the
there we go.
approach to the Earth, the entry into the Earth's atmosphere, and all of the key milestones that followed in this high-speed return to Earth for Integrity. A mission that spanned more than 694,000 miles from the vehicle's launch from the Kennedy
Are
Space
not
Center
Muppets.
atop the Space Launch System back on April 1st.
Balls. I feel like I'm completely replicating the ship to the identical one. Can you explain the disrespectfulness of it? Because I don't think I'm understanding. Because then most of the people that that did survive aren't around anymore. So I confused. Hydrate, thank you. They're detached from the thing. Did we miss? I looked away for 2 seconds.
As we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, the last time that the Apollo program saw a splashdown in the Pacific was Apollo 17 back on December 19th, 1972. So for the first time in 53 and a half years, we have reenacted that with the arrival of Integrity's astronauts as they flew around the moon
Bye.
in that historic lunar flyby that began with a trans-lunar
People are
injection
swimming.
burn took them out of Earth orbit.
Grimmel, thank you for
24
following.
hours of a high
Hello.
Earth orbit trajectory. The high Earth orbit trajectory enabled flight controllers here to have a full 24 hours to evaluate.
Honestly, there's so much commotion and noise that they're pretty safe from any sort of marine life at that point. Like, anything that is sensitive to that kind of stuff, I feel like wouldn't even be interested in it because they're like, this is way too much noise, this is bad. Like, big, scary noise, lots of splashing, lots of movement, bad. Okay, so you're saying it would feel disrespectful to the deceased. Yeah, everything would have scattered. Canada, woohoo! Yeah! Oh, everything is sore. My body hurts. My body hurts. Yeah, I got a big stretch? Okay. You know what? That is fair. I think I could do this. They're essentially going to be replicating and recreating the Titanic in its entirety and then retrying the route again. What was the original goal of the Titanic? Like, was this for a scientific expedition? Because I feel like enough cruise ships have gone to different locations at this point. Cruise across the Atlantic. Have we not done this already? We've done it a million times. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it was the largest made at that time. Oh. Where the fuck are they? Yeah, for real. The fucking boat that I was on had a zip line and a garden. They had a mini Central Park on the boat. Oh. Yeah, the bubonic plague happens. This is the first they've done in a long while. Mm-hmm. Titanic sank because of an iceberg. Britannic struck a German mine. Only, I read Ozempic. Olympic survived to retirement. Oh yeah.
Having been opened to set the stage for the erection of the inflatable life raft, known as the front porch, to be erected alongside the space.
Technically, the thing that killed all those people was an iceberg. and very
Let's play
poor
for you an
radars.
interview that my colleague Megan Cruz conducted
But I understand.
on the
I can
USS
understand.
John P. Murtha with Navy diver First Class David McMahon that explains how this process
Yeah,
is
global warming. But I understand.
So you and some of your team, one last look over of the stabilization collar, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what is this stabilization collar?
This is what's going to stabilize the capsule out there in the ocean. We don't know how good the weather or the waves will be that day, so this will help prevent any unnecessary occurrences from happening, stabilizing the capsule and the astronauts inside.
So basically, this is a float that
I wouldn't go on it, though.
Orion. I'm assuming that what they're doing right
No.
now, these are the lines that will attach the collar onto Orion.
You guys are hearing the word erection, and I can't hear it.
The lower line that will secure the inflation device before we inflate it. That gives us the go-ahead that it's secure in its space, and then we'll inflate it, and then once that is done...
He's a Navy first diver. I think that's what his little thing said under.
Tied in the same fashion, and then this will be secure to the capsule, and the astronauts can safely take their first steps out of the capsule.
They're waiting for an erection on the front porch. Okay.
We should definitely be able to handle this in under 10 minutes.
Okay, wow. And then you just mentioned the front porch. So basically, after they set up this stabilization collar, then they set up what's called the front porch here.
That's correct.
Okay, and what's the front porch?
Front porch is basically a bigger waiting room for the astronauts to sit in while we wait for the helicopters to show up and grab them.
Okay, so the medical team that was inside with the crew, they're going to help them out and onto the front porch?
That is correct.
And then what happens here?
We have higher trained medical personnel also on board the front porch that will give them lookovers and just make sure they're okay while we wait for the helicopters to show up.
Okay. How does it feel, I mean, your team, you, to be part of a mission that's returning astronauts from the moon in more than 50 years?
We all feel extremely honored to be a part of this, as well as a bigger mission for the Navy and joining up with NASA to do great things.
And do you feel like you and your team are ready?
Yes, very ready.
Cool. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
That man seemed firm in what he knew.
Once again, the
People!
operations are
There's people!
out in the Pacific. We shortly should
That was
see
me. I'd reach out and touch the
life
water.
raft, the front is erected alongside the side hatch of the vehicle.
It's very nice, Cameron. Woo! I feel like the Navy doesn't mess around in general.
A number of flight controllers have come into the flight control room to receive congratulations from entry flight director Rick Henfling. But we're going to stick with our operations out in the Pacific as we
The little
await,
green
the
button? Oh,
extraction of
sorry.
the 4 crew members who are reported to be in excellent condition.
That's fair. Hopefully now with the, materials that we have and the technology that we have, the history won't repeat herself with that.
Again, while we stand by for
The green button gives bonus.
to be erected alongside the
Erect!
side
I heard it that
hatch of
time.
the vehicle. Let's go back to the USS John P. Murtha and Megan Cruz. Megan?
I feel like that'd be the Coast Guard that would get that.
Hey, Rob. Pausing now to listen to some...
The door's on the other side,
To
guys.
listen to some internal audio loops again. The operations team here on the ship communicating with everyone out on the water. It seems like currents are hindering them a little bit from unfurling and inflating the stabilization collar as well as the front porch.
Agreed, Maverick.
But again, the requirement to get the crew out within 2 hours of splashdown.
Right, because you think that if we were in there, right, if you put yourself in the mindset, just be like, just get to the door. But, like, they're fighting ocean waves. They're fighting the waves that are naturally caused by the floating fucking thing. Are they gonna pull it? Are we going a little venture? Good lord, puppy.
You can see in some of our shots that side hatch still open. Again, inside there are now
Ooh, that's a big bruise.
people inside.
Something like that.
Divers, Navy divers. all with medical training, each assigned to an astronaut each. Making sure that they're...
You're a sensitive thing, Donuts. You have very strong sympathy.
Feeling good. As you've heard us say in the broadcast, you know, they expect a little bit of discomfort. Again, these astronauts just traveled back to Earth at 25,000 miles an hour, a nearly 695,000 mile journey around the moon. If you think you get carsick.
Yeah, I feel like at that point, like, you just spent time, like, floating in nothing, and all of a sudden you're being rocked back and forth. I would also throw up.
Lots of gear with them, just in case, right? As we said, the crew reported feeling great. But again, all those folks out there, in case they weren't, right? NASA is all about making sure we think about every situation that can happen. And so, of course, wanted to be ready in case any of our astronauts...
I think the first goal was to get them out of the thing. I think second goal is let's bring them closer to the boat, because with the current, they might be pushing further and further away from it.
You see now,
You're watching too? Hell yeah, Haven. Hi, Haven. Guys, it's Impostiplier. Hi.
The stabilization collar and front porch for the crew to get out of Orion.
I've heard 3 names. I've heard Orion, the Artemis 2, and then fucking into something. What's the goddamn name? Why are you giving me so many names?
And then they will connect to the front porch to the stabilization collar.
Right? I would also be fucking dizzy.
And they will be in the front porch.
Will we have an erection? Are we erect? Artemis 2 is the mission name. Integrity is the name's vessel. Orion, I believe, is the module of the capsule. So many names. Okay. Thank you.
On the mission audio loops, that's a good thing. Again, things proceeding pretty nominally. Even if
there's an erection.
Some currents out there on the Pacific Ocean.
Ow.
Again, the goal, setting up the stabilization collar and the front porch.
They're putting a condom on it.
The crew can rest comfortably.
Oh, that could definitely be contributing to it, yeah.
Get placed into harnesses so that 2 helicopters can lift them off the front porch and onto...
Do you think they need to clear customs? Imagine the border guards. So where were you just now? Space?
The helicopters are going to take turns picking
like,
up an astronaut.
Like the Space Needle, or... No, we were in space. Okay. You bring anything back with you? Space rocks. You been to a farm in the last 14 days?
Okay. And the recovery team here on the ship just got a report from the undersea medical officer who is inside the capsule with the crew. He is reporting all 4 members are green. All of our 4 astronauts, Reed, Victor, Christina, Jeremy.
Green is good.
Meaning they are feeling great. Not the complexion of their skin. They are feeling great, happy to be home, and ready to be extracted as soon as possible.
That's crazy. They have to clear customs. Like we're...
So, as I was saying, we have 2 helicopters circling the activity you're seeing on the water.
There's a condom on it.
Each will take
Why is there a condom?
Up an
Gotta be safe than sorry, I guess. Right?
Come on in, hover above the front porch, about 40 feet above the front porch. A Navy recovery specialist will be hoisted down into the front porch. Will connect to the first.
They're protecting them from sperm whales.
We're expecting to be Christina. And then Helo 2 comes around, picks up Jeremy, while Helo 1 stays above head. And then Helo 1 will come back in for another astronaut, and then Helo 2 for the last astronaut, and then back to the flight deck here on the recovery ship.
This has been a long time. They landed over an hour ago. Would you smash Xenomorph? Is that the alien one? I prefer Predator. His little growls. Plus, I want him to hunt me down. Dustman, thank you for following. Though Alien versus Predator, I can take them both.
This way, the helos will give a more direct, quicker route.
We love symbiotic relationships.
For our 4 astronauts.
Yeah, they're protecting the ocean from sperm.
Beautiful shots from our
Queen! Allie! Hi! Oh, yeah, very much. Very much, yeah. I'm doing good, Jack. We're watching them come out of the fucking thing. We've been trying to watch them come out of the fucking thing for an hour. We watched them land. Woohoo! But they're struggling to get them out of the goddamn thing. Five boats, entire navies, 40 people. Can't get 4 people out of a ship. I understand. This is much harder than it looks. Predator's cool. Also, people keep saying my dad looks like Arnold, and I agree with him. Pose next to Arnold. Oh! That's an interesting lookalike to have.
Encircling Orion. That is that stabilization collar we've been telling you about.
Thank you, baby. Do you want to see it off? It would look even better on your bedroom floor.
As you saw in that interview just a few minutes ago, they have to first connect it to Orion.
Yes, ma'am.
And then once it's secured onto Orion, they can inflate it. And then they'll further secure it with other harnesses in line.
Yes, I mean, what? Are you still streaming? How's your stream? You're streaking again on a 5-stream streak? Holy shit. Hi, Dory. In your stream? Okay. How was it? Was it good? Yeah, 1 hour and 10 minutes these people have been floating in the fucking box. Come on now. Get these people out of here.
Reed, Victor, Christina, and Jeremy.
Thank you, Dory.
After a history-making mission to the moon and back.
Launch day was a success. Good. I'm so happy for you. Launch day is the big day. Oh, if I can make a suggestion to you, watermarks on your posts. Watermarks. Jess, thank you so much for 100 biddies. That's very sweet.
And if you missed what we said just a couple of minutes ago, the undersea medical officer inside with the crew in Orion, reporting all 4 crew members feeling good.
It's very helpful. I'll text you why, because I don't want to announce my secret to everybody. What?
Progress being made there on the stabilization collar. It looks like they are beginning to inflate it. And it looks like they're starting to unfold the front porch.
Oh, I missed that one entirely.
The water here shortly and inflate that as well.
Where are you? 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 Hello? I didn't talk to that many fucking people today. Oh. I just saw your snap. I'm so sorry.
Again, more than 40 people out in the water right now. And those Navy and NASA personnel have been in the water for now about 4 hours.
Okay, send message. I love when I activate your little chirps.
The reason why they had to get out so early is just to stage everything.
Yeah, so they just put that flotation device up so that it could stabilize it a little more. That way they can take them out easier. There's the porch! We're erecting!
Just because the flight deck.
We are erecting!
They just want to focus on planes coming and going from the ship, so that's why they wanted to get the boats in the water to make sure that they have all the time they needed for the flight ops. And then the same crew here out in the water, they will stay out in the water for a number of hours after we recover the crew and get them back.
I'm gonna post the art of you on my art account.
Yeah! Orion.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, that stabilization collar looking good around Orion. We're now seeing some recovery personnel getting on to that collar. Again, they need to further attach it to Orion to make sure that it can really...
Oh, I hadn't even considered that they had to clean up the parachutes.
Off of the water just a tad. Again, so it's not...
Ah, someone is out! Someone is outside! Is that the swimming people? Oh, someone almost fell in the water. That was kind of funny. Get them out!
So much in the water there. And now that front porch looks like it's nearly fully inflated as well. You can see a much larger surface area.
Jacques! He hasn't been decontaminated yet!
And so once the crew get out of Orion, they can stretch their legs a little bit on this front porch, get some fresh air.
Your niece is holding your hand and we love that.
And enjoy this beautiful day here on their home planet.
Well, now you can't ever let go. You just, wherever she wants you to go, you now have to follow her.
It appears teams now are about to connect the front porch to the stabilization collar.
Erection. Are we erecting?
And at that point, when both are secure, we should soon see astronauts come out of Orion.
After an hour of landing. Although if the shuttle was too hot, I guess they couldn't put that wrappy thing around it because it would just like pop it. The helicopter's flying around like, what's a good angle? Shit, what's a good angle?
All these views you see also being fed to the Landing Force Operations Center here on the ship.
There's just so much that goes into this, you know? It's very impressive.
Of course, it is very important for our recovery teams leading the mission to have all the views that you're seeing as well.
Ooh, loved Mel. Her story got weird.
Again, listening to their communication loop here on the ship. Very quiet, which is a good thing. It means things are going pretty nominally, meaning as expected.
It's the portion where the crew will flop out of the capsule and then brought up in a helicopter to be taken to the ship. Why would they need a helicopter? Why can't they just, I mean, if they got there, why can't they just go back? You know? Yeah, the helicopter's just like... I love a good Spider-Man fan art, you know?
Again, all this activity happening just 3,000 yards away from the ship, so that means...
Can you use a real unit of measurement? How far is yards?
On the helicopters for the crew. 2-3 minutes, and then they'll be back here on the ship. Okay, saw a thumbs up from one of the personnel on the front porch. It looks like they are now getting ready to deploy what they call the Air Rescue Vest, ARV. And so this is the harness.
Yard 3 feet. Don't make me do math.
Crew member.
Thank you, Baviticus, for giving me a straight number. Trying to make me do math. A yard is 3 feet. Now I gotta do the 3 times the 3,000, which would actually be very easily 9,000, but I don't want to have to do that.
To pick up each crew member.
Good night, kiddos. Are we plopping? It looks like a nice little path. Oh, there's another one coming out. Okay. Out we go. Come on. Someone wrote in the NASA thing, this is AI. Generation's cooked, man. The capsule hath birthed an astronaut. That was a good catch. Did you see that? We're chucking things. Bro, it's just a bunch of conspiracy, which I understand because back in our day, everything was photoshopped, right? Now with, like, generative AI, it's a lot easier to, like, imitate stuff. I got sent an alt girl. And someone was like, oh my god, she's so hot. And I was looking at the video and something was, like, weirdly off in the posters in the background. And so I scrolled on her page and it was an AI account of a goth girl. But, like, the posters in every single video were different, even though it looked like it was the same space. It was like...
a fairly raucous scene as hundreds of flight controllers have poured into the flight control room here. This is reminiscent of the scene after the final shuttle mission of STS-135.
Listen, as long as I get the fuck out, the recovery's fine.
Of a program with the textbook splashdown of integrity and its 4 astronauts. We're standing by for the crew to be extracted from the spacecraft. Entry Flight Director Rick Henfling invited all of these flight controllers who have contributed to this mission to enter the flight control room.
And people will pay the money for that. It's fucking ridiculous.
And to share the mutual glow that exists in the wake of a textbook mission for integrity. On the front screen here in Mission Control, a sign that says, welcome home integrity, taking humanity back to the moon, going further, and returning safely to Earth. So all of that jubilation, part of the post-splashdown activities, even as we await the crew being extracted from the vehicle to be hoisted onto Navy helicopters for the trip back to the USS John P. Murtha.
My mother-in-law is learning more about paganism. She's starting to kind of like, you know, dive into some things and ask me questions. And she's like, some of these are crazy. Seriously, like rituals in the nude. I'm like, yeah, those are the best ones. Honestly.
Once again here in Mission Control, this view of the Artemis Flight Control Room, known as the White Flight Control Room. This is the old shuttle flight control room, and now is the home of Artemis missions to the moon and beyond. Once again, quite a few flight controllers were invited in by Entry Flight Director Rick Henfling to share in the jubilation.
And research is important.
Following the successful splashdown of integrity, that splashdown occurring an hour and 22 minutes ago, as we stand by for the completion of the extraction of the crew, and ultimately they're hoisting onto Navy helicopters for a short flight back to the USS John P. Murtha. Splashdown occurred at 7:07 and 27 seconds p.m. Central Time. I had an opportunity to talk to the head of flight dynamics, Jeff Birch, a moment or two ago. He said the trajectory of integrity coming through the Earth's atmosphere was so precise, they've never seen anything line up on a ground track like today's entry by integrity for its splashdown southwest of San Diego.
And it's important to learn. You want to learn things. Researching is important. Curiosity should not be, curiosity killed the cat. Well, satisfaction brought it back to life. Stop killing fucking curiosity.
And the initial...
Yay! One's out! Fucking finally!
Jubilation here in the flight control room. The first crew member is out of integrity.
One's out! Woohoo! As you should, Doc. Yeah, it's like, oh, well, curiosity killed the cat, so don't be curious. It's like, no, satisfaction brought it back to life, so...
The other crew members momentarily to be extracted.
There's one! There's two! They have two! Fucking finally!
We now have two crew members out.
That's what I'm saying. There's also the blood's thicker than water to when people want to like control you about your family, and that's not the actual sentence. It's the fuck, what is it? The water of the blood of the covenant is thicker than the waters of the womb. So it's actually that the blood, that the waters of the womb is not important at all. It's great.
We're about 1 hour from sunset out in the Pacific. Everything continues to go well.
Good night, kiddos.
Systems function perfectly during its entry back to Earth. And Reed Wiseman, the commander who will be last out of the vehicle, reported that all the crew members were feeling very well.
All right, long form with a common short phrase. Yep. The thing is that they're shortening it for their needs, right? Woohoo!
And now standing by for the commander, Reed Wiseman, who will be last out of his ship.
Yeah, unfortunately, people will twist words in order to push their own agendas.
94,000 miles during its journey from launch to splashdown.
All four astronauts? I see three. I see three heads. All right, we got one more. Yes, the customer's always right in a matter of taste. So, like, yes, that does look good on you. Absolutely. Not the customer's always right, like, hey, you can take my fucking return after 6 months of not being here with no receipt. That's not the correct thing. In Quebec, we have the loi de la consommateur, which it's like the consumer's law, which is like if something is priced something on the wall, but it's not the actual price, we have to give you the one on the wall. Unless it's a human error. So if we price our things ourselves, that law doesn't apply, which was an argument I had many times. Many times. Bye, Dragon. Everybody's out. They fucking did. What are they going to do with the ship? I did not care at some point. I had a little bit more job security, and when they would say the customer's always right, I'd be like, well, you're wrong in this case. This is how it is at this policy. You can go to management and tell them that I did my job properly, if you'd like. They'll probably tow back to shore. All the astronauts are out! Woohoo!
Once again, all four crew
Yay!
members now on the front porch.
They did it!
And the procedure to begin hoisting them up to these 2 Navy helicopters hovering overhead.
Do you guys
will
want
begin shortly.
to keep watching it? It's up to you. Ow. We watched him get out? Cool. I like that I'm like, hey guys, can you make a decision? And all of you were like, nah, it's okay. Whatever you want. Whatever you want, Queen Mother. Ooh, that's loud. Well, I'm glad we got to watch that all together. We witnessed a moment of history. Woohoo. Ugh. Ugh. Space stuff is cool. I'm still watching that. You can watch their stream. That's for you. So we can still play a game because I earned another badge. Woohoo. Because I'm still going to be streaming for at least another like 2 or 3 hours, I think. Oh yeah, I should do a thing first. I have a thing to do. 1 second. Hey, do I need to, like, take my chat away? Or, like, can I just let them be there? Yeah, I have a little bit more energy because I wasn't so drained. Like, that's why I kind of like playing games, because there's a little bit less pressure on me to entertain 24/7. I can just, like, focus on something else. And we were so focused on this, and you guys were just keeping the chat going, that it took a lot of pressure off of me. I was able to recuperate a little bit more. Turn off the things? Okay. I need to turn off the things. 1 second. Bye, Baffy. Bye, chat. Bye, that. Bye-bye. Okay. Cool. I need to say the things. Pardon me while I say the things. I can, yeah.